Yo, 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 this is Mr. O. What's up? Mr. O here, and today we're gonna learn how to solve one or two steps multilinear equation. Remember, when we are solving equation, our goal is to isolate the variable. Solve for x. So in order for us to solve for x, we have to use some properties rules in mathematics. Like basic one is that whatever you do in one side of the equation, you have to do it on the other side of the equation. You can also use distributive property, or you can get the opposite operation. Okay, and all of those things will be covered in this video. So let's start now. So for our first example, x minus 10 equals negative 8. Again, the value of the x is right here, and I need it to be by itself. So I need to get rid of this portion here. And for me to get rid of the negative 10 and move it to the other side of the equal sign, back in pre-algebra, we write this line here. So we know that whatever we do on the left side, we all have to do it also on the right side. But I know most of you all knows that already. So I need to move the negative 10, get rid of the negative 10. And how can I get rid of the negative 10? The opposite of negative 10 is positive 10. So I'm going to add 10 here. If I add 10 there, I need to add 10 also over here. This cross out, drop the x here. The equal sign drop out. Negative 8 plus 10 is going to be positive 2. And that's our answer. If you would like to check our answer for checking portion, the question is x minus 10 is equal to negative 8. We will put a question mark here. Right now, we said that x equals to 2. So we're going to plug in the 2 to the x on the equation, on the problem. So 2 minus 10 is equal to negative 8. Question mark. What's 2 minus 10? 2 minus 10 is negative 8. Is negative 8 equals to negative 8? Yes, they are equal. So therefore, our answer is correct. X equals 2. Kaboom. Next, x plus 2 equals negative 3. I need to isolate this x. I need to get rid of this. So what's the opposite of positive 2? Negative 2. So minus 2 there, minus 2 here. Again, whatever you do in one side, you got to do it on the other side. This will cross out. You will drop the x here. Drop the equal sign. What's negative 3 minus 2? That will be negative 5. You can do the checking on your own for this problem, but sometimes, it's good to check your answer to make sure you get a good grade on the test. Next, negative 3 minus n equals negative 5. Here, my n is right here. But take note, there's a sign before the n, which is negative. Okay? But before that, let's get rid of this minus 3 or negative 3 by adding 3, adding 3 here. Remember, whatever we do on the other side of the equation, we do it also on the other side. This cross out because that will give you a 0. Here's the common mistake of the student. They will drop the n and they will say negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. Good job, but not quite, because this is negative. So that negative goes with the n there. Okay, so you have to pay attention to the sign before the variable or before the expression or the number. Okay, what's the number before n? This is negative 1. That's invisible negative 1 there for you. Divide it by negative 1, negative 1. Why do we divide by negative 1 here? because negative 1 divided by negative 1 is going to be 1 or cancel it out. So what's left here now is the n. What's negative 2 divided by negative 1? It's positive 2. Kaboom. For this problem, there's nothing different except that it's in decimal form. So what do we do here? Again, the value of k this time is on the right side of the equation, which is okay. And I need to get rid of this portion here. And how do I do that one? I need to add 0.64, 0.64 also on the other side. When I do that one, this cross out, equal sign, k will drop down, and 2.43 plus 0.64 will be 3.07. And that's the answer. Kaboom. 0.27 equals 0.18n. The operation between 0.18 and n is multiplication. If you don't see as operation between them, that means it's multiplication. So for me to get to the 0.18, I will do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. 0.18 here, 0.18 there. I will cross it out because that will be equal to 1. I'll drop the n here. 0.27 divided by 0.18 is equal to 1.5. Kaboom. Here, b over 6 plus 5 is equal to 3. Again, my variable is right here, and the 6 is together with that one for now. I need to get rid of this 5. How do I get rid of that one? By subtracting 5 on both sides. This will cross out. I'll drop the b over 6 is equal to negative 2. And this time, I only have one denominator, which is 6. So there are multiple ways of doing this one, by the way. You can cross multiply, or you can just simply find the denominator and multiply both sides of the equation by 6. Why do we multiply it by 6? First, I got that 6 from the denominator here. Second is because 6 divided by 6 is going to be 1. So this cancel out. And then if this cancel out, what's left here is just b. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. And that's the answer. Kaboom. Here, I see a parenthesis. Most students will distribute this one, which is fine, but there are multiple ways of doing this. So let's just distribute it for now. 2 times n is 2n. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 is equal to 8. What do we do next? The variable is right here, so I need to get rid of this one here by doing the opposite, by adding it by 2, adding it by 2. And negative 2 plus 2 cross out because that will be equal to 0. I'll drop this down. 2n plus 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. And now we just simply divide this by 2 and 2 because 2 divided by 2 is 1, or we'll cancel this out. N is equal to 10 divided by 2 will be equal to 5. Kaboom. There you have it. I hope you guys learn on how to solve linear equation with 1 and 2 steps. Okay. Kaboom.